Welcome to the Running Bama YouTube channel. I am Edward. We got started off on Monday with 2 runs. I had a 4-mile warm-up run in the morning. Roll that footage. And then I had another 4-mile workout in the afternoon. I tried to do some speed work. I did a warm-up. I do half-mile repeats right now. I'm trying to keep it shorter. I want to get faster, but I'm not fast at all. I'm nowhere near where my former self was. So it's like a half-mile repeat for me is like 7:30 per mile. And really I need to get that down to like 6:15 per mile once I get a little bit more in shape. That was my workout. This week's video is going to be about my top 5 most favorite races that I've ever done, and that could be race performance, that could be race destination, or just like how it was put together. And my number 5 most favorite race is actually a local race here in Huntsville. It's called the Cotton Row Run. It's a 10K. They also have a 5K and a 1-mile fun run, but it's huge. They throw it on Memorial Day. It runs through a neighborhood. It runs through downtown. There's a huge hill in it. It's very challenging. It's a pretty challenging course because of the, huge hill in the middle. And it's actually going to be the subject of my training moving forward. Next week, I'm probably going to do week 1 of Cotton Row Run training. My goal this year is to do a 10K, a half marathon, and a full marathon PR. I want a PR in all 3, and I'm going to start that with the Cotton Row Run. I think it's about 14 weeks away. That's my 5th most favorite race. What's up, everybody? It is Tuesday afternoon now. Actually, yeah, it's 12:02, so it's afternoon. About to get some lunch, taking a little break from work, and I got my 4-mile run in this morning. It was a good run. I tried to take it easy. I looked at my data after the fact. I don't track my heart rate on my watch because it's wildly inaccurate. But I am trying to start thinking about doing my easy runs a lot slower. This morning, it didn't feel like I was going fast, but I definitely had a high heart rate, according to my watch, again, which is not always accurate. But I think it was like 158 beats per minute, and for me, I need to get that down to like 135 or 130 on an easy run in order to really call it an easy run, which I need to do more of. If I want to get faster, I actually need to run slower and then make my fast runs faster. Just have a little bit more intentionality. So that's after this morning's run, that's kind of what I thought about. But getting back into the subject of the video, my 4th most favorite race I've done is actually the Rocket City Marathon here in Huntsville, specifically the 2018 Rocket City Marathon, I believe, was my PR. I ran around a 3:38, which I actually want to blow out of the water. I want to do another marathon this year. And of course, it's February right now, so the Rocket City Marathon isn't until December. So I do want to do that one again this year. I'm going to work my way up to that, but I'd love to. I mean, really, my ultimate goal is Boston qualifying, which would be like a 3-hour marathon for me. So I need to blow 3:38 out of the water. But I was in great shape back in 2018, and 3:38 was a good marathon for me. I've never fully focused on the marathon itself. I've always, back when I was in great shape, pre-2020, pre-children, I was very scatterbrained about races. I would do everything. I would do triathlons, trail races, road races. I'd just go sign up for a race and go do it. So I've never fully committed to a marathon, but my best effort was Rocket City Marathon 2018, running a 3:38. Maybe I can find a picture from social media. I'll throw that up on the screen. But I'll see y'all tomorrow. So today's Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday. I'm also going to take it pretty easy. I'm just going to try to do an easy 6 miles tomorrow, preferably in the morning. I can do it in the afternoon if I have to. I think it's solid weather tomorrow, so I should be doing it outside. I have the option. I have a treadmill in my house that I can run on, but that's really like last effort. And then I have a gym membership to a Phase 3 Fitness. I can run on a treadmill there, but generally I try to run outside, even though treadmill's fine for me. You know, good way to catch up on a TV show or something. But I'll see y'all tomorrow for the 6 miler. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday morning. I'm getting my 5.5 mile run in. I am trying to take it as easy as I can and keep my heartbeat below 140 beats per minute, which is kind of challenging to run slow, but I want to run slow to get fast. But getting it done, I'm going to continue on with my list. My third most favorite race that I have done is not a run, it's a triathlon. So it has a run in it, and specifically the Ironman in Boulder, Colorado. I've completed 2 Ironman races, and a couple of half Ironman races, and a bunch of Olympic distance triathlons. I no longer do triathlons. Actually got rid of my bike altogether. I don't like road cycling anymore because of how dangerous it is. But the race in Boulder, Colorado, I drove there, here from North Alabama. Took me 2 days. It was a great drive. Drove back to my sister and her husband met me out there. They flew there and watched me complete the Ironman. The race itself is a 2.4 mile swim. We did it in a reservoir, which is kind of like a man-made pond / lake. It was cold. The water was. I wore a wetsuit. And then we got on the bike. It was a 112 mile bike. I had a road bike. I wasn't the best cyclist, but I got it done. And then you run a marathon at the end of it. It took me around 13 hours to complete it. I ran the first half of that marathon, then I ran and walked the second half. Going for that distance is very challenging, but beautiful location, beautiful setting in Colorado. Love that race. So I will see y'all on my next run, probably tomorrow. This is the only run I'm going to do today. I think tomorrow I'm going to do 2 runs, an easy run in the morning, and try to do a speed workout in the afternoon. So, catch y'all tomorrow. All right, now it is Friday. Yesterday, on Thursday, I got in 2 runs. I put in a morning slow run, easy pace. Very easy pace. And then I did an afternoon speed session where I did a warm-up, some half-mile repeats. I really didn't go that fast, but I'm trying to get there, and you got to start somewhere, right? So both were about 3.5 miles, so that gave me 7 miles for the day. And that also set me up to have an easy day, which is, or actually a non-running day today, which is Friday. So the only real run I have for the rest of the week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, is just one 8-mile run, and that'll give me a little over 30 miles for the week. So it set myself up for an easy or a non-running day on Friday. I still plan on doing stuff. I have an active job, and also what I like to do is just pull over to the side of the road in the neighborhood, put on my shoes, sneakers, and go for a walk, maybe like 1.5 miles or like a 20-minute walk on an easy day. And then on Sunday, if I'm able to get a non-running day in, I'll probably go on a longer walk. But, you know, it's still good for you. I still want to move around. But that is my non-running day. And getting back into the subject matter of the video, my Second most favorite race that I have ever done is the Blue Heron 100 miler. It's the only 100 miler I've ever completed. I've attempted it twice. I've attempted 2 different 100 milers. One time I dropped out at mile 75, and this Blue Heron 100 is local to the Huntsville or North Alabama area. It's on a wildlife reserve, really just like packed down gravel trails. It was a 5 times 20 mile repeat, and I completed it just over 24 hours, and I was the first place male, but I was second place overall. I got beat by a lady, and it was fun. I did it in 2022, and I had a 2-year-old son. We hadn't had our daughter at that point in time, so I was training with a young child, but I don't know if I would attempt a 100 miler again in the near future, because having 2 children is very demanding, and training for a 100 miler is very, very demanding. But I loved it. I loved the experience. I got that buckle, and that's my second most favorite run. So I will see y'all on my long run, hopefully on Saturday tomorrow morning, and we'll get into my most favorite race I've ever done. Okay, it is now Saturday afternoon. I'm getting my long run in. I'm doing 8 miles and doing it at an easy pace. Feels good outside. Wish I would have got it done this morning, but we had some child sleeping issues this morning, or late last night, so I wasn't able to get up and get it done, but that's okay. It's nice to get it done on a Saturday afternoon. I could have pushed it till tomorrow morning, but I'd rather just get it out of the way. I'll finish the week off with 32 miles, I believe, so that feels good. But to finalize this video, I'm giving you my most favorite run I've ever done, or race I've ever done, and that's another triathlon. This one, because of the setting and my performance in the race, is my most favorite because it was in Hawaii, on the Big Island, specifically Kona, on the Kona side of the Big Island, and we got to swim in the Pacific Ocean on a beach, and the swim itself was beautiful. The water was crystal clear. We got to do the bike on the Queen K Highway, the same course that they do in the Ironman World Championship, which you have to qualify for, kind of like Boston. And then the run was on a golf course, and I really felt invincible on this run. I'll try to throw up some of my stats from the race, maybe a couple pictures, but it felt like Alabama. It's very humid. It's like a volcanic island, and yeah, a lot of people were having to walk, and I was performing very well. All right, so those are my most favorite races I've ever done. Y'all tell me in the comments if you've made it this far in the video what your favorite races are. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you want to see more weekly running vlogs like this. Next week we're going to get into Cotton Row Run training and my race goals. So we're going to start a series next week. So see you next time. We're going to try to release these videos every Sunday night.